Hey, party people, I want to send you all a message with a couple of important updates. First, I would like to celebrate the entire staff, especially those EOC teachers. We received 6 weeks feedback, and high schools were graded. Roosevelt, at this particular point, was graded at a C. Other schools were an A and a B, but specifically Roosevelt, along with Kimball, was graded as a C. So that's showing that we're putting in work, but we also have room to grow. In the areas of English, we were 70 or above. So English 1 and English 2. Shout out to those teachers. We have a great plan. We didn't test in U.S. history, and we did not test in biology. The DOL in biology was actually an A score, so that's amazing. Great job, Ms. Washington. And math, we made some decisions to look at the long range of ACP and STAR in the 9 weeks. So we have a plan in place to improve in math, but I am confident in Ms. Parker and Ms. McDaniel's ability to make sure that our kids are successful. So those things went out to the district on last night. You will probably receive it, but I want to give you all a heads up. The second thing that I would like to look at is scorecards. I'm sure everyone has received their scorecards at this point. If not, you can communicate with me. And moment of transparency, I was walking outside and I saw a group of Stella teachers talking about scorecards, and I just became frustrated because my specific scorecard wasn't what thought it should have been. But it made me reflect after hearing those great teachers and hearing their stories, and it was all in banter. I want to say that. So after hearing their stories, I reflected and noticed that I failed you all and I failed myself in three particular areas. One in ACP, two in graduation rate, and three in attendance. For us to be successful in TEI, APEI, and PEI, and for you all to get credit for what you're doing, I have to get better in being intentional about those three areas of the school. Our goal as an administrative team when we were at F campus was to be recognized by the state for the work that you all do and increase the letter grade. But it's more than just EOC or CCMR that we have to look at. So, with that being said, non-EOC teachers, we're going to make some adjustments. My goal was by next year to be able to have tier one instruction uh, in a non-EOC campus, in a non-EOC subjects as well. But uh, our kids can't afford to wait, and nor can you afford to wait because I want you all to get credit. So, just a couple of reminders to all teachers. First, one, we want to have our doors open in teaching. We must have collaborative seating, and this is more pointed towards the non-EOC teachers because we're in EOC classes so much. So make sure we having that collaborative seating. And lastly, you always teach from the power zone. We don't sit behind the desk at Roosevelt. We administrators, we're in a hallway. We expect the same thing from everybody because students are more engaged when teachers are present and able to give them feedback, and that's immediate feedback. So I want to repeat those things. That's for all classrooms, doors open, collaborative seating, and make sure we're in a power zone. What we're going to go to by the next 9 week is non-EOC teachers will submit their lesson plans to their administrator. EOC teachers currently now have an exemplar and they sit in POCs and they have to give these feedback. But non-EOC teachers, we have to get to the point where we're looking at our ACP blueprint and we're working with the end in mind. So we're gonna have some PLCs with you all after school are doing your planning to look at those ACP blueprints to find out how can we get better as a campus with our ACPs. Needless to say, this is just to show that not only putting the focus on EOC, but also putting the focus on the entire campus. We have to get better. So your administrator is going to get with you. You're going to see more of Ms. Davis and Ms. Fisher in your classroom, especially non-EOC teachers, giving you feedback on your areas that you're being great in. I just walked into Ms. Grant's classroom a second ago, which was physics, and she did a magnificent job of planning, giving feedback to students. It was amazing. So I was so happy to hear that. Lastly, what I would like to touch on is just bring something to your attention. So over the last month and a half, I would say 6 weeks of school, we have had 6 to 7 teachers that have, staff members that have either lost their mom, dad, or significant others. And that is amazingly, it's daunting is the word I want to use. And so I want you to, one, keep those people, those persons in your thoughts and your prayers. One. Two, be mindful what everyone is going through at this time. And I know we couldn't touch everybody, but I want to let you all know that we love you all. Family is most important. We have grief counselors here. And if you need support, please reach out. I pray for peace upon you and your family. So anything that you need, please come to your administrative staff. So I'm going to follow up with an email in regards to the logistics, the details on how we can get better. But I want to take a moment to touch on those 3 things. Y'all have a great day.